Hey everybody, I can report that I am out of the hospital and on my way to a full recovery. I spent some of November, all of December sitting in the boat because of backache and some GI issues. And then I was admitted to the hospital in Ensenada, and I spent 2.5 weeks in Ensenada and was transferred to San Diego, where I was poked, prodded, and more blood drawn out of me than I think I even have. But they came to a conclusion and figured out what was wrong with me. It appears that at some point when I was in California, I took a deep breath, and that breath was infected with a fungus. And that fungus is called cocci something or other. It's the fungus that causes valley fever. And for most people, valley fever it affects the respiratory system and the blood system. And that's usually what they're looking for with that type of illness. For me, for some reason, it attacked my spinal cord, my spine and spinal cord, so that I now have a fungal infection in my lower back that caused extreme pain to the point where I could barely even walk. In fact, that extreme pain prevented me from being able to lie flat. So for the entire month of December, I actually slept in a chair in the salon, kind of upright. It wasn't comfortable, but I was able to sleep at that point. Then when they transferred me to the hospital, they had to put my back up so that I didn't lay flat. Currently, enough of the infection is gone that I am able to lay flat. There is still quite a bit of pain, but I'm not taking any pain medication at this point other than Advil or ibuprofen, because I want to get a baseline for the pain and to see how well I am recuperating. I do want to report that the medical care in Ensenada was fantastic. I have absolutely no complaints with the hospital, which was Velmar Hospital, the staff, or my doctors. They were all fantastic. I couldn't have asked for anything more, anything better. Unfortunately, my luck, this is a very rare and unusual infection. So it did take some high-tech magic to figure out what was wrong with me. But as soon as they did and began the therapy, the antifungal therapy, my pain improved dramatically, my ability to move improved dramatically, and the inflammation that I was suffering in my mid-range went down dramatically. And my comfort level is 1,000% better than it was when all of this started, thank God. But I was in the hospital for a full month, and I was relegated to the salon for another month. So I actually have 2 months where I moved very, very little. And when you're not moving, even as little as I do move, when you don't move around, you lose muscle mass and just the ability to easily move around. And I'm surprised that it is as difficult as it is to regain those motor skills and the ability to actually lift stuff. Granted, my back is not 100%. Monique tells me that the infection in all likelihood has made my vertebrae fairly brittle, so she's not letting me lift anything. She's the person responsible for putting the water in the boat. She's taking everything out of the car. She's really kind of babying me, even though I'm feeling better. I think the last thing we want to do is to crack one of those vertebrae and make things worse than they really are. So this was a very serious issue. If it was to continue to be untreated, minimum I would have been paralyzed, and in all likelihood would have probably died from it. So I am certainly glad that we sought medical treatment when we did, and quite frankly, the recovery period is not a short one. I will be under the care of my medical team for the next 6 months to 8 months, and I will have to be on the antifungal medication for that period of time. I will have additional MRIs to track the infection, and as soon as I get a clean bill of health, then that is when I will be free to leave Ensenada and go down south. But unfortunately, we can't leave when I'm under the doctor's care or when I need medical medication, because it's just too hard to get. So unfortunately, this cruising season, it's done. We're gonna have to wait till next cruising season. That would be somewhere in October or November of next year. Shit, it's 2023 right now. Of this year. So with our cruising season being delayed another year, I'm going to have to make some changes to this channel. I like doing it. I want to be able to keep my skills and my knowledge up. So I will continue to put out videos. We will do some cruising over the summer, but just not what we wanted to do. I really wanted this to be a cruising channel where you followed us from point A to point B, all along Mexico and Guatemala, all the way to Panama and then to Florida. But that's going to have to wait because I need to get healthy again. If you do want to follow somebody that is making that trip, at least through Mexico, on a trawler, I highly recommend you turning your channel to Sea Venture, Cruising Sea Venture. There are a couple that we met here in Ensenada on their way down south. They actually started a couple of years ago up north and cruised Alaska, and now they're going into warmer waters. Fantastic couple, very, very nice, very knowledgeable, and like us, they're doing it on an old trawler. So I would highly recommend watching their channel. There are other channels that you can watch as far as trawlers go, but I'm not sure they're cruising like we want to do. In the meantime, I'm going to focus on some educational things that many of you probably aren't interested in, but you know, it's you might learn something from them. I might learn something from you if you actually comment and you know, share it with other people. So when I put these videos out, let me know what you think. Add some knowledge for me, and let's make this a cruising channel. All right, so this was just a quick video to give you an update on my condition. It's been a long time since I put a real video out, other than the short of me in the hospital, and I certainly didn't want to leave that out there for very long. I don't want people thinking I'm dying. I am not dying in the immediate sense, and I will recover from this, which is all good news. And when I do, we're going to head out and we're going to cruise Mexico, Guatemala, and all the way down to Panama. We're going to have a great time, and I hope you participate. Until next time, keep your boat afloat. We like seeing you out here. Take care.